Alright guys, we definitely had an albino in there. Just verifying that. Okay, I'm gonna move this over. Verify this one's the one next up the back. I got some going on in here and I'm about to use all the rest of this up. I just fed these guys some food that I ground up with my coffee and spice grinder into a nice fine powder. I've been incorporating that in these young angels meals as well. Just a little taste of it, you know what I mean? Powdered it up good so it floats on the surface well and they can fit it in their mouth well. And they're really going for it well. Well. I use the word well a lot, I guess. Oh, well. Anyway, I take the food that I feed the parents and grind it up really good. And I have a number of other foods that I do the same with. Just to, really give them a variety. Make sure they're getting a full, nutritional, well-balanced diet. You know what I mean? And as you can see, hours later, these guys are still going at it. Lordy in the sky. Thank you for blessing that guy, Fly Ty. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about, me. That guy, Ty. You guys need to knock it off, man. Look at this tank. It's just steadily getting rid of its algae problem on its own. I didn't go in there and do none of that.
Alright guys, time to get to work.
Y'all them fish dancing and darting around. Because they're hungry. As always, the common theme in all my videos. Fish be hungry, ready to eat. I'm getting ready to release these guys. As you see, some of them are released. Because I raised the water level to where it comes up above the rim of that cup so they can swim out if they want. I'm going to get them all out of there. In this tank, I kind of foolishly released them all quite early. If you could look in there, they're quite small, but there's free swimmers darting all about the tank. But I think I was a little premature with that. It was kind of an accident. I was trying to dip them into a nice little strainer. That way I could do a nice water change on that container there we're in. And by golly, we had a malfunction, and I'll tell you what. They all ended up swimming out. Well, a good number of them swam out. So I was just like, you know what, the heck with it. I'm going to release them all. I'm going to have to do a little water change in this tank, a small one, gradually. Because it looks like it has fouled up a little bit. Tomorrow you'll see a gang of them swimming around. And they should be grouped together in a loose little school. At least that's my prediction. You know what I'm saying? Hey there, little guy. See that little guy up against the glass? Probably not. Camera's not wanting to focus in on it. You see that little guy outside of the container trying to get in there with his buddies? Oh, there's another one too. See, some of them been coming out. Alright guys, I'm going to get them out of there. See how they do. Get them that nightly feeding before bedtime. Say you'll never let me go. Here we go. I'm trying to do it with the camera in hand. You know what? Maybe I'll just let it float like... Man, this water, this air hose is kind of hindering my plan. Let me get it out the way. Alright. You know what? I'm just going to let this baby float like that. See how I kind of yanked a bunch of them out of there? I'll let the rest just swim out. You see them? Maybe I'll zoom in. Zoomed in too much, Ty. You see them little angels coming out of there? Coming out of there? What do you guys think? Last night these guys were hanging there on that tile. Siphoned them off and got them in here. Now they're free swimming. A little bit of that freshly hatched brine shrimp earlier. And I did incorporate a little bit of that 5 to 50 micron golden pearls. They all tend to look like they have full bellies. I'm sure some of that's still a little bit of yolk sag. I do predict though that they'll do well. That's what I'm hoping for. Alright, let's get this out of here, huh? You see them babies? Alright. Alright, the lid is back in place. I got that rigid air line back there kind of put in the corner. So I got me a stream of bubbles coming up that corner. Gently. I got that little hydro sponge filter going. These guys are in here free swimming. Zippity doo dah, zippity yay. I hope they have a wonderful day. And tomorrow when I look in here, I hope I'm talking about hooray. We'll see, won't we? Indeed we will. Hey guys, usually this is what I go in here and wipe the surfaces with. I'll take this little piece of cloth, fold it a couple times. You know, I'm trying to do it with one hand. Fold it a couple times like that, you know. Then I'll go inside there, wipe the bottom well and the inner walls. I'll let that debris settle, and then I siphon it off the bottom and avoid siphoning the young. Sometimes mistakes happen though, so I have to be extra vigilant. By golly, I hate to just siphon them suckers down the drain. I guess I could be a little more cautious and siphon into a container, double check for stragglers, and then put them back in the tank. Or I could just drain it down in that there drain. In a perfect world, we drain it down into a container. Right. You guys like seeing them little young angelfish develop? Acting all spooky and scary. Silly little willies. Ooh, witchy woman. Da 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 da. Ooh, ooh, witchy. I forgot the words, guys. I used to know the words. I went to sing it and was like, oh man, I don't even know what to say. I'll just try to do a little humming. These guys are growing really well. They got some nice glitter on their sides. Or do you call that snap? I can't even see it with this phone. Someone got them nice little sparkly, squiggly pattern on their side. Maybe they call that the snake skin. Maybe the glitter is what them paribas get. I get it confused. Like this platinum marble, when he turns sideways, boy, you can really see some good little specklies and sparklies on this side. It's a greenish, kind of iridescent hue, but he has to turn just right. And when I come around, they don't like to turn, because they're like, hey man, more food? You gonna give us more food? A lot of these here blue marbles have that stuff I'm talking about though. These blue marbles came off of Becky Basham, just in case you guys are wondering. My friend Sarah ordered a batch of them, and she shared some out with me. So we both have a nice little stock of them, and we get them going. Her and I go back and forth like that. She has a number of interesting things that little projects she has going. She has a Dantum project going, and she also has those high coverage reds going. These blue marbles, and a couple other little odds and ends on the table. You know, we all have our preferences. You work together, man. You kind of have a little something going on, you know, wheel and deal back and forth. You guys see that? Nice little color. Here he comes. As soon as they see me looking at them, you see them? They get along all peacefully. Well, everything, as soon as I come around, they start this. You guys are nuts. Twitching at each other. You need to get it on. Let's get it on. And he's just like, you know what? While they do that, I'm going to eat up all this food that's sunk to the bottom. Like, oh my gosh. Look at those fins, Becky. Oh my gosh. It's heavenly. Ah, that boy is crazy, I'm telling you. Well, you might be able to tell Things are kind of stirred up. I've just wiped all those inner surfaces. Now I'm letting them settle out so that I can siphon them off. You see these guys? Looking kind of disappointed. Well, not disappointed, but mad because I was in there stirring everything up, wiping everything down. You see it starting to settle out though, right? I'll be siphoning it up in no time. While I wait for that, maybe I'll start wiping some of these walls and these tanks and get rid of some of this algae. Word up. Word. Motivation. D-I-D-I-D-I-D-I dedication. Man, I'm embarrassed to really show you guys how dirty this tank is, but I'm real, man. I can't be hiding the truth. Man, I was slacking. The inner water was pretty clean, but the inner walls had a coat of algae on there older than some of the fish in this room, I'm telling you. But I'm about to clean it up because I realized, man, I can't be posting all these videos having you guys looking at my stuff thinking like, dang, well, I don't know, maybe it's motivation for you folks. You look at my tanks and be like, oh man, I better go clean my tanks. Look at that. God, Lord have mercy. But you know, all my tanks aren't like that. Well, in a minute, this tank can be looking clean. Well guys, I've come to realize that this tank is going to need a little more than a quick wipe down. Yep, I come to the conclusion that this baby going to also need me to run that blade across them inner surfaces. That razor blade. We'll get it clean though, you just watch. You watch and see. I always surprise you, man. Don't ever underestimate the T now, you hear? That guy Ty is full of surprises. Alright guys, that's the tools of the trade. These guys are very mad at me, but they'll be very happy in a little bit here. Let me let that settle out. While that settles out, I think I'll start siphoning these tanks that I've already settled. Alright folks, proof is in the pudding. Peep that out. See how big of a water change I did? There was a great amount of waste in the water column. And you know what? The proof is in the pudding, man. Hard work pays off. If I didn't do that, the water would just be inferior. It would be fouled up worse. There's a lot of little debris from brine shrimp and some cysts that may have gotten sucked up, fish waste, etc., etc. You look in there, there's a gang of fish in there, a lot of fish. One heck of a bio load, and it builds up quick. So you have to stay on top of your game, and that's part of it, man. You may not like doing water changes, but you got to do what you got to do if you want a quality product in the end. You'll see they'll grow nice and they'll be healthy. At least that's the plan, y'all. I'm ashamed for slacking, but I'm about to fix that. Alright, I just got done with the first wave of siphoning. I'm going to put some water in there and then I'm going to let it settle some more and do some more siphoning. You watch. While I let that settle though, I'm going to do this tank now. There we go. See, I just got that filling up. Not drastically, but you know, it's going. A little fresh water. Alright guys, in the time I took to siphon that one down and clean out a bunch of debris. Look at this baby's been filled. And I got a lot of that debris going down that overflow off fashion. You see that? A lot of this big stuff is just circulating through. It's already clearing up. Let me run through here and wipe this down again, clean some filters. Do me a siphoning. It's gonna be good, baby. I got to get this show on the road though, I'm gonna tell you that. Time running out.
Time is running out.
Alright. Time to start filling these babies up before the lights go out. I'm really pushing it, ain't I? Alright, I'll let this trickle while I siphon that tank out some more. Alright folks, I done siphoned some more out of there. Now it's time to fill it back up with some more water. Man, oh man, I'm embarrassed, but hey, the truth is the truth. That's reality right there. I bet it won't be looking like that any longer. Months and months and months worth of just doing other stuff, man, and neglecting things. Anyway, that's all done. New beginning. These little guys seem to like their little water change. See them dancing about, swimming around. You know, I should feed these guys while I'm getting this going. Well guys, it's filling up. But I just checked the clock, and my golly, I have less than 15 minutes left of light. And it looks like, once again, this baby will be coming in handy. What you see here is my son's camping lantern. And I've been having to use this regularly in here, unfortunately, due to my lack of getting things done in the allotted amount of time that I have. Looks like these babies will be eating dinner to lantern light. But they'll eat and they'll enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like eating out there on the patio to the moonlight. Alright, it's overflowing. Can we beat the clock? I don't know. These guys are eating their little nightly feeding. You guys gonna do something? Alright guys, I got this one up, got that one up. This one most of the way, I got this one done. You see? I got this one done. And I got this one filling up. Can I beat the clock? Can I beat it? Dun, 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 dun. Oh wait, that's Billie Jean, not beat it. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I know that boy crazy. Word he is. Word up. Blue moon.
Blue, 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 blue.
You know what I'm singing? Blue moon, cause that's what it is, man. It's a blue moon. That guy Ty did not beat the clock. Boy, that guy Ty almost just fell down. Well, guys, I'm working in the dark. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm gonna get these tanks full and let these guys finish eating their brine shrimp to the moonlight. So anyway, have a good night. I hope I entertained you guys. I didn't act too dumb and silly and stupid and all that. And maybe somebody learned a little something too. Like get your work done before the lights go out. Anyway, I love you guys. Be good now, you hear?